Hello everyone and welcome back to my official The GH24 News YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Felicia brings James to the sanitarium and tells Willow they need to see a croaker, as James may have broken his arm. Willow grabs Isaiah, who asks what happened. They all go to an test room, and James reveals he hurt his arm sledding off the roof. Isaiah calls him a devil and says they'll have to stay for x-rays, but he thinks it's broken. James complains that he'll have to get a cast, and his mama will know what he did, and his life will be ruined. Felicia says the only reason his mama doesn't know is because she's in an important meeting. James ends up fitted for a cast and chooses a pink bone, because it's his mama's favorite color, but he isn't sure it'll help ease effects over with her. Isaiah says she may be frenetic for a nanosecond, but it'll pass. Felicia tells James they more get home and face the music. Rick meets with Portia in her office. She's hopeless for help, and this issue involves Heather Weber, so she needs to know it wouldn't be a conflict of interest for him. He says his work with Heather is in the history, so there's no issue. Portia tells him what she did regarding Heather's tests and that a lab tech has been blackmailing her for small favors for months now. He's not her problem, and she fills him in that Drew Quartermain knows and is blackmailing her into brokering a sit-down between him and Curtis to end this war between them. Rick says he'll do some exploration on what the fallout could be for her professionally. For now, he says do and tell Curtis and to string Drew on and let him believe she'll give in to his demands and is playing by his rules. In the halls, Drew meets with Liz to bandy his pediatric sports program for the long-term sanitarium cases. Liz is happy to be the liaison for this program and says Oscar would be proud of him. Drew is earmarking this program to his son. Trina and Kai arrive to meet with Drew, as Kai's trainer allowed. Working on Drew's program would profit him and the kiddies. Kai says he knows other athletes at PCU and would be happy to get the word out about the program. Drew thanks him and explains he started this program in honor of his son Oscar. Trina knows Oscar would love this program and she and Joss miss him. Drew tells Trina they've both lost a lot of amazing people. Trina tells him that her mama is in her office if Drew wants to stop by. As James and Felicia leave, they run into Kai and Trina. James becomes agitated because he knows Kai from football and television. The boy calls Kai as a star. Kai signs his cast, and Felicia hopes Kai's remedy is going well and he'll be back on the platoon coming time if that's what he wants. Kai says he has a lot of openings coming up. Away, Isaiah tells Willow she's a great fit for the ER, and Willow admits she loves it then and that it's instigative. She likes the instant delectation of helping cases write down. Liz catches Rick rushing off and prodigies if he set up who he was looking for earlier. He says he did, and it was Portia. Rick heads out, and Liz appears confused. Drew drops by Portia's office, saying he got her textbook. Portia tells Drew she'll do what he asked. She'll move Curtis to meet with him to mend their fellowship. Alexis drops by Sonny's new house and can't believe he bought Valentine's home. Alexis came by on Diane's behalf to drop off the papers regarding Joe's educational trust. In the Quartermain living room, Gio interrupts the family's tea time to tell Tracy that someone is on the grounds and is surveying the property. Tracy reveals she hired this Joe to falsify Martin's claim that the family vault is on public land. Lois thinks she could move the vault, but Tracy vows to ensure her father, Mama, and family stay where they are. Tracy invites Gio to stay and join them, as she appreciates his thoughtlessness and alert. Just also, Sonny walks in. Sonny explains he's then to have Gio to subscribe some papers, but Tracy wouldn't let him without knowing what they are. Sonny hands over the envelope. She looks over them and finds out it's an education trust, and yells, "Absolutely not." Lois explains Sonny has been paying Joe's education for times. Tracy announces that as of now, they will manage Joe's education. Tracy tells Sonny she wouldn't allow Gio to be another youthful person hurt by him and lists the chaos he brought to Stone, Karen, and Jason's lives. Sonny yells that this isn't about his history. This is about Gio. Sonny hands Gio the papers to subscribe and get back to him when he can. Gio ends up subscribing them incontinently and gives them to Sonny. Dante walks Sunny out, and Lois and Brooklyn go with him. Alone, Tracy tells Gio that was the most emotional thing he's done so far, and defying her takes a lot of wimwams. He's done it doubly now and notes that her family could learn from his illustration. Gio knows she has her reasons for how she feels about Sunny, but so does he. He explains that Uncle Sunny made sure he was okay after his mama passed. He supported his love of music and doesn't know what he'd have done without him. Tracy knows Sunny is pious to the people he cares about, but so is she. She says what he witnessed wasn't about her dislike of Sunny but her concern for him. She hopes his fidelity to Sunny doesn't bring him eventually. Sunny returns home, leaves Alexis a communication, and says he has an inked document for her and Diane. His doorbell rings, and he goes to answer it. It's Lois, there to apologize for Tracy. Sunny doesn't give a damn what Tracy thinks of him, he just wants Gio to have the stylish possible life. He asks if she thinks he should stay down from him. Lulu explains between the notes and what she got out of Cody that this happened when they were teenagers and training to be camp counselors. She explains that Brooklyn got pregnant, had a boy, and put him up for relinquishment. She suspects Lois was involved ever. Carly is shocked that Brooklyn would keep this from Dante, as they're like family. Lulu thinks she needs to tell Dante because if she keeps this secret, it makes her as bad as Brooklyn. Carly knows there's pressure between Lulu and Brooklyn, but she can't judge her, as she had to make an analogous delicate decision. Lulu knows she's speaking of the revocation she had as a teen, which was the hardest thing she ever did. Still, she told Dillian. Carly says they don't know the circumstances for Brooklyn, and this doesn't make her a bad person. Lulu feels Dante should know he has a child. Carly notes this isn't just about Dante, as the child is grown and might not know he was espoused. This information could destroy a lot of lives, and the fallout could be ruinous, so is she ready for that? Carly wonders why Martin has this information to begin with. Lulu doesn't know, reveals Brooklyn and Chase's sterility issues, which is a secret, and that maybe Brooklyn wants to find her child. Carly warns Lulu that Dante may shoot the runner if she tells him. Lulu says this child is Rocco's family, a Quartermain, and a Corinthos. However, can Carly keep it from her kiddies and Sunny? Carly admits that formerly upon a time, she'd have told Sunny, if she keeps this secret. It's to her, too, and in this situation, she sees a lot of Bobby in Brooklyn's decision. She knows how hard it was for her mama to give her up, and she would add to what Brooklyn's formerly been through. Carly tells Lulu that she's had to make a lot of hard opinions of her own, including passing Michael off as Jason's to cover him from AJ. Robin blew that secret up and wrecked their lives in the process. Carly did what she allowed. Was stylish at the time, just like Bobby, just like Brooklyn, and just like Lulu did. She broke into Martin's room to try to cover Charlotte. Lulu can't argue with that sense. She feels she'll get the clarity she needs when she looks into Dante's eyes. Also she'll know whether she can keep Brooklyn's secret. Natalia drops by Windmere to see Sidwell about deception. She accuses him of conniving a hostile preemption of the company. Sidwell swears he has no designs on deception other than making plutocrat off his zincite. Natalia feels if it's not commodity that brought him to Port Charles also it's someone, and accuses him of being after Sunny. He says he's not pursuing Sunny, that bone is each on her. Alexis arrives, and Sidwell tells Natalia needs to cut this meeting short. Natalia leaves, and Sidwell is glad Alexis accepted his assignation. Alexis isn't happy to be then, as she hates this place, and has heard not so nice effects about what happened in Africa between him, Jason and the others. Sidwell admits he made miscalculations in Africa, and he has no intention of conducting business in Port Charles the same way as he did there. Alexis doesn't watch what his intentions are, as she has no plans to do business with him. Sidwell tells Alexis this isn't what she can do for him, but what he can do for her, as he understands this was formerly her family's estate. She thinks he has nothing she wants, and anything of her family's he has, he can burn. He says he could no way burn anything as beautiful and interesting as this. He pulls out a box and opens it, and it contains the dagger Helena used to murder her mama. On the coming General Hospital, Joss clashes with her WSB tutor. Alexis wants to know where Sidwell got the dagger. Ned tells Lois this time his mama is right. Lulu clashes with Brooklyn.